5 seconds, everybody, before we get started. And we're there. Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Lane with Learning Who Education Systems. We're coming to you today from sunny, beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, as always. And I'm excited to be here today. We've got a very special guest. We're going to look at gluten-free living today. It's phenomenal. We're in the household kitchen of Dr. Maria Licite. And I hope I say that right.
Yes, you did.
I probably have an accent when I say it, but that's okay. Now, I have to tell you, I am extremely excited about this because I have celiac disease. So for years and years and years, I would experience inflammation, problems, my joints would hurt, indigestion. I had a lot of problems. And then I was tested for celiac and realized that, hey, I do have it. And I've been gluten-free for years. But one of the problems that I had was the food tasted terrible. I couldn't stand it, okay? And so I was like, I've got to do something about this. And I would put gluten-free food in my mouth and it would taste slick or have no flavor. Or my favorite on Friday night was Grandpa's special cardboard pizza, okay? That was just awful. Well, I didn't know what real gluten-free food could taste like until I met Dr. Tay here. Her pizza is phenomenal. I could eat it all the time and I would weigh 200 pounds, all right? Her desserts taste like desserts from a gourmet shop. And what's unbelievable is she has a PhD in nutrition and she has been working in the gluten-free field for years and years and years, and finally someone has perfected gluten-free cooking. So her food not only tastes phenomenal, all right, it's good for you, and it has the nutritional science behind it that's good for you and will protect you from celiac, okay? So again, I'm incredibly excited to be here. Like I said, we're in the kitchen of Dr. Tay. It's a real privilege, and she's going to teach us how to make, is it walnut pie? Is that right?
Is that it?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's going to be delicious. Stay tuned. Look at it, write things down, and as you go, make sure you visit the Learning Who website, www.learninghoo.com, and take a look under resources, and you'll see our recipes, all right? We're going to have some gluten-free recipes for our Portuguese community, and we're also going to have some gluten-free recipes for our English-speaking community as well. We try to span both worlds. So anyway, looking forward to this. We're going to take a little time, see how this is done, and I just would like to turn it over to Dr. Tay. Dr. Tay, thank you for having me in your kitchen today. Thank you for teaching us all about gluten-free cooking, and we look forward to what you have to tell us, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Melvin. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here today and share some experience that I have so many years, like 40 years of experience as a dietitian, and I'm so happy to share a little bit because today we only have 30 minutes to talk about it. So let's go and start with the celiac disease concept. You know that celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder and is hereditary. So it's a disease that you really need to watch out because as soon as you get the diagnosis, you need to take care about your diet. There is no medication, there is, nothing that you can do beside the diet. Diet is the key. So the diet needs to be 100% followed the way that your doctor said. So why I'm so passionate with celiac disease? Because I have tons of members in my family with celiac disease and friends as well. So my mom has celiac disease as well. So I am passionate in take care of all this community. They are so not covered by the doctors. They diagnose and just send and just buy food gluten-free. They don't care about anything else. So we care about you because we know that it's so important, the balanced meals, the diet, the calories, the best for your body. Because celiac disease, as I said, we have been with so many people nowadays diagnosed with celiac disease. We have 6.5 million people in the world with celiac disease. Since yesterday, my research that I did is the number that we have. Here in the United States, 2.5 million people. Brazil the same way. So we are so worried about it. Why this is so increasing so fast? Some scientists are looking for what is going on, what is happening. So they find out that there is some external factors as well related to gluten, related to celiac as well. So what they found out was excess of antibiotics, anesthesia that has an acid inside as well, C-sections, medication. Most of the medication nowadays is made with gluten, and so we have to watch that as well. Like beauty products, lipsticks, shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, all this has gluten. So we have to watch everything, not only the label in the box, okay? So celiac disease can be diagnosed in any age. I worked for 14 years in the hospital, children's hospital in Brazil, and we had so many kids. As soon as the doctor introduced the gluten with 6-month-old for the solid foods, boom, celiac disease. My mom was diagnosed with 62 years old, so there is no time frame that you can be diagnosed with celiac disease. So this is a disease that starts in Europe, and most for the Caucasians, and because Europeans are all over the world, spread out this gene to other, people, and like hereditary, and then this is what happened, that so many people nowadays has now celiac disease. What are the symptoms? Diarrhea, uncomfortable in the GI tract, constipation, joints, pain in the joints, headaches, so many others. There is like 30 different diagnoses and symptoms with celiac disease. So if you don't care, you can have very bad side effect or intestinal cancer. So you have to take care about your diet and avoid that, as well as other organs, because if you don't take care about your diet, you can hurt your heart, your liver, your kidneys, others autoimmune disease can come with. The countries that is most affected with celiac disease is Finland and Ireland. So they are the most diagnosed number of people per capita. So you have to care about what you buy as well. I'm gonna start some classes to tell you which flours are better to use, which flour has less carbohydrates, more protein, because usually what people with celiac disease, what they do, they just replace the wheat with some other flour that doesn't have gluten, but needs to be flour, whole grain, with all the nutrients and fiber, everything that we needed. Celiac people usually has a lot of small intestine danification there, because it's what the gluten does when you ingest it. So the absorption from all the nutrients get very compromised. So it's very important to have the right nutrients and replacing the nutrients that you are losing. So here in my kitchen now, it's a lab. So every day I learn something new and I mix flours to get whatever I make more nutritious, more healthy. So some new brands that you probably don't know yet, sorghum. It's a grain from India, very high in protein. I always buy the seeds to get a flour from the seeds, so I don't get all the preservatives, all the chemicals and anything. So we have millet, that it's a new brand as well from Asia. Very nice to make some bread or some pasta. Even the oats usually is cross-contaminated with wheat. But if you buy oats that is certified gluten-free, you get the good oats in grain and make your own flour. That, have you heard about that? It's from Somalia. So it's a very high in protein. This is a very good flour also to make bread. So because we don't have a nice bakery all over that just does a gluten-free bread and a good bread, I opened my own business that calls Pan Levan, that I make so many breads and other recipes as well, to make sure that the people are taken care of, and the nutrition and the fiber and the high protein, not only carbohydrate and simple carbohydrates, because the simple carbohydrates just gonna make you to gain weight but not give you any nutrition. So it's very easy to have a gluten-free diet. Don't think that because you got celiac disease or celiac gluten sensitivity or intolerance, your life gonna be miserable. I am in the group for Celiac Foundation that every single day at least 15 people ask help, what to do, how to mix flours, what they're gonna eat. So it's so frustrated because there's not that many people out there helping those people to make their better choices for their own health. So with Learning Who, gonna try to get several classes to how to read the labels, top foods, and everything you need to know to get your life on track. Don't worry about it. And all the recipes that I have, they are very easy to make. They are balanced recipes, easy to make, fast, especially here in the United States that we don't have any help. Everything needs to be so practical and very easy to do, and not too much time in the kitchen. You can double recipes, freeze, eat all week long in your own food because it's safer. If you eat out, you don't know what they're putting in. Also, most of the restaurants, they serve food with gluten and food without gluten. Do you think they have a dedicated kitchen for that? They don't. Everything in the air, the flour, the person that is manipulating, also the sponge that they are washing their dishes are the same with gluten. Even if you bake something in the stove, in the oven, even though you bake separated, but works by ventilation, everything gonna be cross-contaminated. So as you see, it's so difficult for you to eat out if you don't really know what they are doing, how they are making and separating. And if they fry the potato in the same fryer that has breaded meats or chicken or whatever, boom, your fryer is no longer gluten-free. It's already, cross-contaminated. So it's very important for you to watch, before you go out, to know which restaurants are safe to eat. When you buy your food in the grocery store as well, it's not reading the label gluten-free. You have to see all the other ingredients. Why? Because they are full of salt, sugar, fat, things that are gonna hurt your organs in your body. So it's very important to know everything about all the cares that you have to watch and look before you buy your stuff. So today I'm gonna make a walnut pie. This pie is gluten-free, is dairy-free, is eggs-free, but there is some nuts. For who has some allergy to nuts, this pie is not recommended. But it's very easy to make because outside today is so hot. I am making a fresh pie with so many fruits, colors, so make you be so willing to have this pie right away. So Dr. Lynn, if you can help me just getting closer. So all the recipe is at learningwho.com. The serving size, the way you make and mix, and fruits you can have any variety. You can get whatever you like, but seasonal fruits is most recommended because it's not fruits that was growing in, you know, in places out of the season. So all the fruits that I got at the farmer's market, they are fresh, they are organic, and it's very good for you to get all the colorful plate, so you get more wine to try. So we're gonna start to have, this is the walnuts. You don't need to chop it because the machine is gonna do the work for you. Then you have the dates. I just chopped a little bit. So not gonna make the machine work too hard. I love dates. Dates are very high in minerals, in zinc, in several vitamins. So it's a very good dry fruit for you. And walnut is very good in a good fat, also very good in protein and fiber. So it's a very good combination. So now I'm gonna add a little bit vanilla extract. You can put it fresh vanilla, you can put it, you know, any vanilla, just to give some hint and taste and flavor. And a little bit cinnamon. Cinnamon as well is optional. You can put it if you like it, but I love cinnamon, and so I'm gonna put it a little bit just to give some hint. All right, so this is the dough. So simple to make. Now I'm gonna put it in a container. And as you see, doesn't need to have any oil or sugar, because the walnuts, it's enough to make the dough sticky, nice and firm. Okay, you just need to get your fingers in, a little dirty, but it is smelling so good and taste even better.
It smells delicious, Dr. Tay.
All right, so look at this. It's ready. Doesn't need to go to the oven. You just need to take to the refrigerator. So now you get to decorate. It's whatever you want and how you want. You can mix all inside. You can just put it, you know, and looks amazing. When you decorate this pie, everybody at home wants to eat. My husband loves this pie. And just stay in the refrigerator for 2 days and it's gone. If you cover, the pie can last at least 1 week in the refrigerator without no problem. Still fresh, tastes good. Apple is a little tricky because apple, when it gets in contact with the air, oxidated. So I soak in a little lemon juice so the apple stay the same for longer. Len, you want to share any other experience?
I think this looks fantastic. I cannot wait till the webinar is over so I can try some of this delicious pie. I think it's phenomenal. And I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells wonderful. The fruits and the walnuts and everything blending together is making my olfactory system dance with joy at this point. I'm loving it. I wish everybody could be here with us and take part in this. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'll remind you too that these recipes are free on our website.
Yeah. So enjoy, and you don't take more than 10 minutes to do this pie. If you're gonna have a guest, you know that just told you that gonna stop by and see you. It's something that you can do in a minute. Really, really fast. There you go.
Beautiful.
So I would like to share with you that I do cooking classes, and I do also classes for the levain, that is the bread that you make with the fresh yeast, and I make the yeast. I do have 10 days with the flour, gluten-free flour with water, and this yeast just grow and creates microorganisms that gonna be so healthy for your gut, because there is lactobacillus, there is so many microorganisms that gonna make your bread so healthy. And the digestion also, this levain makes your digestion easier, breaks anything that, you know, the protein, the minerals, and everything, that your digestion is so much faster. So we have the cooking class, we have the bread class, step by step, since how to make the levain and how to make the bread, how to storage the bread in the refrigerator, because it needs to be in slow fermentation for 12 to 18 hours, and then how to bake the bread. So the bread can be just simple bread up to bread with so many others, seeds and whatever you want to put it, nuts and dry cheese, because you know that who has celiac disease, most of the time, 80-90%, they have lactose intolerance as well, because the first layer from the small intestine is the layer that makes the lactase, that is the enzyme that breaks the lactose, that is the natural sugar from milk. So usually who has celiac disease also has lactose intolerance. So in 2010, I published my first book with recipes. And this edition is already gone. All the libraries in Brazil already sold out all my books. We are planning to do the translation in English to benefit so many people with easy recipes. And I did this in Brazil, in the infant hospital, in children's hospital in Brazil that I work at. I asked the director from the hospital to build a kitchen that was totally dedicated for the celiac people. So mothers from the kids that was diagnosed inside the hospital was desperate because they were afraid to go home, didn't know anything about and how to do the meals for their kids. So I took the moms inside the kitchen, taught them how to make all the meals, and they were so happy to know and to be so safe as soon as the kids was released from the hospital to go home and take care about their diet, their health, and everything. So it's very important. It's very important to know how to combine all the foods and have all the nutrition that you needed. So let us know if you like the recipe. Let us know which recipe you would like to have next class. If something that you know you would like to make it, but you have no idea which flours. I have patients and I have clients that couldn't eat any rice. Most of the gluten-free flours, the base is rice. I make my own rice flour with whole grain rice. I'm so sorry. And then patients could not have that because of the heavy metals. Usually rice are raised in water. So I mix all the flours with high protein and have the bread made without the rice. So we can do so many things together. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We have time to answer some questions. And if you don't have any questions, just let us know if you like the show. We have so much fun today. So I'm so happy that you took Friday night to stay with us, and enjoy some ideas and some recipes.
Dr. Tace is fantastic. Thank you so much. I've got to show everybody again. Look at this. This, my friends, is delicious. You should try it. Take a look at our recipes. You're going to love it. So I just want to let everybody know, too, that we will be translating this book from Portuguese to English and sharing this. So we'll need a little time to do it. But anyway, I just want to let you know that that's in the works. Stay tuned to our site for more gluten-free secrets and recipes and that type of thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Again, this is Dr. Maria Licite, and I'm Dr. Lane with Learning Who Education Systems. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you online. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.